Hey guys, what's up? It's Mel, and I'm here to talk about Supernatural, episode 1105, titled Thin Lizzie, which premiered Wednesday, November 4th, 2015 on the CW. And you guessed it, by Thin Lizzie, it's referencing to Lizzie Borden. So before we get into this episode, just a reminder that if you have not seen the episode, I suggest you go see it first, and then come check out what I thought or what I picked up about the episode. I would hate for my own thoughts and opinions to influence how you perceive the episode. Plus, I'm going to be spoiling the episode. I don't want to do that for you guys. I know I hate it for myself when I find out what's going to happen before I see an episode. It takes away the first gut reaction you're going to have about it. So I want to avoid that for you guys. So pause this video if you haven't seen already. Go watch the video, or go watch the episode, and then come back. So, with that said, let me just start my timer, and let's get started. So, what is something new that we learned about in this episode? Well, what seems like a haunting at the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast and Museum turns out to be something completely different. And it seems like Amara's behind it. So, that was surprising. I was actually expecting a simple salt and burn ghost haunting. So there's that. And we also learned that Sam and Dean finally learned that not only is Amara not a little kid, she's a preteen now, but she's feeding on souls and growing stronger. We as the audience knew that, but now Sam and Dean are aware. So there's that. So most shocking moment of the I can't talk, I'm so sorry. Most shocking moment of the episode has to be the different reactions we see when your soul is taken. Back in season 6, we saw what it means to have no soul in Sam for half the season. So there's that. He became like the very expert hunter that didn't care about anyone he saved. Didn't care if he saved anyone as long as he got the job done by killing the creature. And a few other times that we saw people with no souls, they ended up going on a killing spree. Don't know why that's an automatic reaction to having no soul, but apparently it does. So this case, it's not that different. So you have to watch it for sure, but there's one that does surprise me for it though. So top favorite moments. First one has to be the mention of the ghost facers in the intro scene involving the first murder victims, which is a couple. Second favorite moment has to be the mention of Castiel going on a TV show binging involving a show called The Wire. Very funny how that was slipped in there and just how 17 reacted to the idea. It's like, oh yeah, he's binge watching, he's not leaving his room anytime soon, which is totally believable when you are binge watching for sure. Next favorite moment has to be Sam and Dean's differing reactions to getting the original room that belonged to Lizzie Borden herself. Sam is all for it. He seems to be a fan of the legends and stuff like that. Dean calls it a fetish. But Dean is not liking all the doilies and all the pink stuff. He thinks he has grandma all over him now because of it. So that's kind of funny. My last favorite moment would have to be the character Len, which he was initially introduced as the photographer that Dean scared away outside of the bed and breakfast. Turns out he is a Lizzie Borden fan who had a restraining order against him at the house, so he can't go in because of a stint at the 150th anniversary or something like that. But while one of his photography trips, trying to catch a photo of the ghost of Lizzie Borden, he runs into Amara, who manages to suck the soul out of him. Poor Lenny. But the way Lenny reacts to it is very different from all the others. Like Dean says, without a soul, Lenny's heart was taken from him. He lost his passion, lost his drive, and to him, he described it as him basically acting and going through the motions, which was kind of sad, but it was very interesting to see that take on soulless Len instead of the typical you lose your mind, you go on a killing spree type thing. Although he kind of veers that way at the end. Aside from that, though, Lenny was great. I really liked him, and I wish he didn't end up soulless and on a killer spree spree track, if you know what I mean. So top 3 peeved moments, only have 2 actually. It's not really a peeve, this first one. It's more of a creepy moment at the very end of the episode where Sam and Dean are driving off in the Impala. Amara comes out of the woods and she gives this goodbye to Dean, saying that she'll see him again. I don't know, it's very creepy. I don't know why all the kids in Supernatural have to be really creepy. But that's what it is, and it seems like she feels a connection with Dean, like she's able to locate him, but I wonder if the same is said for Dean locating Amara. Or maybe he has this tightening in him or something, has like a ripcord or something, and he's just trying to ignore it or something. I don't know. It's very creepy how she was just like standing and watching him drive off and saying like, I will be seeing you soon. So more creepy, not peeved. The next and last peeved moment I had was the first murder we see in the episode has to do with the 2 couples in Lizzie Borden's room. Reason why they were killed is because apparently the guy was the ex of the soulless axe murderer thing, so she wanted revenge and stuff like that. But the only reason it's a peeve is because I really think that the guy could have escaped, since it turned out that it was a soulless ex that was the murderer and not a ghost. That means she is stuck to the plane, and she was on the other side of the room behind the girl that she just killed, and the guy is at the door, and he's constantly opening and closing the door trying to get out when there's those lock chains on the door. I mean, I get that he's in a panic, I get that he's scared, but I don't think it'd take that long for you to realize that, okay, the door is locked. Close the door, instead of opening it again and finding you can't open it, take the lock off, open the door, and run. I mean, I get, like, since I'm not in this situation and I'm not covered in fear, or I'm not, like, paralyzed by it, then I'm going to see the logistically how he could have gotten away, as opposed to if I were in his situation in that scene, then, like, maybe I wouldn't think of that. But just, like, as a viewer who is not emotionally attached to this character, it just seems like you could have gotten out. Why didn't you? And again, this is my own opinion, so it's just that little nugget thing really peeved me, even though I get why both of them had to die in order to bring the Sam and Dean to town. So there's that. Okay, what will I remember most about this episode? The fact that the connections with Lizzie Borden, it's going to be a very clear tie-in for sure. Since it's in the name, it's the reason why the brothers came to town, but so that's pretty much going to be the major reminder for sure. Random questions now. With Amara on the loose, do you think Crowley knows? I don't think so. I thought if he did, at least she'd have a demon babysitter with her, but then I kind of think she'd suck that soul out too. So there's that. Next question. Do you think we'll find a way to return a soul to its owner? We saw it done with Sam, but they needed death to do that. And then in episode 9:17, we saw it again, but those souls were trapped in jars. They weren't consumed by something else. So is there hope that a soul can be returned? Or what if they managed to stop Amara? Don't know how. Do you think if they stopped her, the souls will be released from her and returned to its rightful owners? I don't know. It kind of seems sad that once your soul is taken, you can never really get it back. Next question and last question. Is the growing darkness that Len was talking about growing inside of him, is that because he had no soul and that's why he was feeling it? Or was it because his soul was taken from Amara, the darkness herself, and that's why he was feeling the darkness inside? So I'm wondering if without a soul, would he automatically feel that growing darkness within him? Or is it because it was taken from darkness itself? That's kind of what she left behind when she took his soul. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure. So I have less than a minute. Whoa. So predictions quickly. Based off the synopsis for the next episode, Metatron returns and he refuses to help the Winchesters out. Apparently we find Metatron because of Castiel. And another part of the synopsis is that Crowley appears as well, and he seems to, well, it seems like his hold on Amara is kind of diminishing. Don't know how much, don't know just how out of control she is in his presence, so that'll be interesting to see. My own predictions moving forward is that we'll learn more about the darkness, at least something new, since Sam and Dean basically know what we as the viewers know about the darkness. So hopefully we get to learn something new about it. Maybe that's where Metatron comes in. Another prediction is that I think Lucifer and Michael will make an appearance in the future. There's the time. I don't know when they're going to appear, and I don't know if they will appear. But I really believe they need to appear since they're supposed to be the strongest archangels, and they're dealing with the darkness. Maybe if they bring Lucifer and Michael in, maybe that will cause God to appear, because yes, rein in his two combative sons or something. I don't know. It'll be interesting. So, that's all I have to say. So what did you guys think of the episode? Was it something you were expecting? Did you think it was going to be a haunting as well, or did you know all along that Amara was going to pop up and be behind all of these killings? And why would she be behind the killings anyways? Is an experiment or something? I don't know. She did show a fascination for Lizzie Borden, so there's that. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Sorry, I cannot talk for some reason, but I'd love to hear what you have to say. Any theories you want to share? Love to just get talking. Also, don't forget to like this video. Thumbs up, please. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. And to share this with all your other supernatural friends or anyone in the supernatural family. Just keep this fandom growing. Let's keep this show going. It's going on 11 years. Been watching it since the beginning, and I hate for it to stop now. It keeps getting better and better in my opinion. So also, if you want to see a more detailed recap of the episode, check out my live journal account. The link will be down below in the description box. Basically, jot noted if you want a play-by-play of what happens in the episode, go check that out. Also includes any of my thoughts that I had while watching the episode, so you kind of get like a play-by-play on my own thoughts as well, as if like just little comments or just little questions, or like just like, oh snap, that did not just happen, like that kind of reactive moments. Also, if you want any more information about Supernatural in general, promos, sneak peeks, produced previews, synopses, stills, GIFs, any of those, I usually reblog them back on Tumblr. So the link for the Supernatural tag page will be down below in the description box, as well as the Supernatural tag page for this episode particular will be in the description box below in case you just want to check it out. Usually I try to link everything back to one place through reblogs or just spreading the word out, just so that it's all in one area, as you like to know. I don't like going constantly to many different sites. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Just knowing that there's people out there listening to my own thoughts of a show I love is fantastic. Spread the love around for it. So until next Wednesday, this is Mel wishing you all a great day, a great week, and to see you all next Wednesday. Bye for now.